Hello, my name is BLEE, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do problem 2 for day 54 of our pre-calculus problems. Now, let's get into it. So first here, I have the word compound interest and the formula for it. I wrote this down, and I'm going to talk about it first because it's basically what we're going to do for this entire problem. So pretty much compound interest is the addition of interest to the principal sum, which is either a loan or deposit. In this case, she has several funds. I don't really know how many works, but I just know that I gotta use this formula. So going step by step, where in order to get the compound interest, you start with the principal amount, and you multiply that by 1 plus the annual interest rate, and then you put that to the power of the amount of time that it's there. So like, if you want to do technical terms, compound periods, but just the amount of times. So let's get right into it, and let me read the problem. All of Casey's money is tied up in 2 funds. On April 1st, each fund was worth $10,000, but the value of the first fund was gaining 0.8% per month, while the value of the second fund was losing 0.8% per month. Using this data, forecast the total value of Casey's holdings on the 1st of April of the next year. So I know that kind of sounds like a lot. Let me zoom out. So what's really important to focus on is this right here. This is pretty much all of our information. And so once we lay it out like this, then we know how we're going to plug it in. So for our principal amount, we're starting out with $10,000 in each fund, because what's important is that we know that she has 2 funds. And so since we know that she has 2 funds, the first fund, it's rising by 0.8%. So since it's a percentage, this is just the decimal form, and I wrote a little arrow because that's rising. And then for the second rate, it's dropping. It's the same percentage, but it's dropping. And then for the T, we're trying to see what the total value of her holdings were for a year. So we're gonna put T for 1 year, which is like 12 months, you know. Using that, we're going to apply that to the formula. So it kind of looks a little messy here, but you can either pause to look at it or something. So for our first equation, we have 10,000 here. Yep, 1 plus, and then notice the 1 plus because this is rising. And then for the next one, it's minus 0.008 because it's decreasing. That's really important because one of the annual rates is rising and one of them is decreasing. Super important. If you forget that, then basically your entire problem is gonna be trash. So since we're trying to find the total, we're gonna bring what we did right here and what we did right here and add them together basically. So what's really helpful with these types of things is a calculator. I mean, you could do it with algebra, and it's really easy actually to do with just basic algebra, but just for time's sake, you can do it on a calculator. So that's what I did. So to find the answer for the first part, we got 11,003.387 plus 9,081.134. So adding that together, that equals $20,084.52. Sorry, that was really hard for me to read. I haven't read money, I guess, in a while. So it was a little short, little messy, but basically that is how you do this problem. Thank you.